Hey, how you doing? This is Adam Post, publisher of more than 1,000 comic books and marketing expert covering woke Disney swapping a male superhero into a female superhero for their upcoming Marvel Fantastic Four movie. They are turning the Silver Surfer into a Silver Sweetie. Let's get into the story. Before we do, please be sure you are subscribed to the channel. Click the bell for notifications. Give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate you guys. From bounding into comics, rumor, Marvel Studios to gender swap Silver Surfer in upcoming Fantastic Four reboot. Reset the clock, having seemingly learned nothing from their recent string of misfires. A new rumor suggests that Marvel Studios' upcoming reboot of the Fantastic Four will deviate from its first family's original comic book source material by portraying their sometimes ally, the Silver Surfer, as a woman instead of a man. The Silver Surfer was created by Jack Kirby and then also became one of Stan Lee's favorite characters to script for. Word of Marvel's inability to kick their addiction to identity politics was first raised to the public by noted entertainment reporter Jeff Snyder during the November 9th episode of his and film critic John Roca's The Hot Mic podcast. Relaying information to his co-host originally provided to him by his own insider sources, Snyder asserted, quote, "So you know Galactus is going to be part of the Fantastic Four. The idea is that one of his four heralds is going to be female. I have heard that the Silver Surfer is going to be female." Snyder would later reiterate this point in a November 15th post made to his personal website, The Insnider, once again informing his readers, and yes, you can expect to see a female Silver Surfer, as I noted on last week's Hot Mic podcast. Notably, though, still unofficially confirmed, Snyder's tip lines up with a previous rumor from noted scooper My Time to Shine Hellos, which suggested that Galactus' herald in the MCU's Fantastic Four reboot will be a woman. To that end, it also interestingly lines up with a similar scoop from Geekosity's Mikey Sutton, who in 2019 alleged that while the Power Cosmic will begin the film under the control of the Silver Surfer himself, Norrin Radd, it will quickly thereafter find its way into the hands of yet another classic Marvel character, Frankie Ray. However, after being imbued with this power, rather than carving out her own legacy under the mantle of Nova as she did in the comics, Ray will instead take up the name of the Silver Surfer. Quote, "Johnny Storm has fallen for a new girl, a gorgeous redhead named Frankie Ray," wrote Sutton of the heroine's supposed appearance in a now-deleted Facebook post. One of the priorities for Marvel Studios when they debut the Fantastic Four into the MCU is to flesh out the characters in ways that Fox did not do. And there are several decades of comic books that Marvel Studios will pull from. They're thinking of building up Ray as Johnny's dream girl, his Mary Jane, if you will. The Fantastic Four is still early in development, but Ray is on their radar, he added. After the Silver Surfer is introduced as the Herald of Galactus, it is a job that Norrin Radd doesn't have for long. But who will take his place? And there lies the tragedy of Johnny's love for Ray as she becomes Galactus' new herald, just like she did in John Byrne's classic 80s Fantastic Four comics. Ray appeared in Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer, but Marvel Studios wants to make her soar as a cosmic power, one that could provide a challenge to even Captain Marvel. Whether or not this gender swap comes to fruition, and of course it probably will come to fruition, it will ultimately be confirmed sometime in the months ahead of Fantastic Four's May 2nd, 2025 release date, if they keep that release date at all. Kevin Feige also seems to feel he can't just have a female Silver Surfer, but he also can't just have white people running around the Fantastic Four portraying the characters accurately to what the comics originally were. So from Cosmic Book News, Fantastic Four, way too white, adds Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic and Javier Bardem as Galactus. It's pretty funny if it's true, as it's being claimed that a reason Pedro Pascal has been cast as Reed Richards in Fantastic Four is because Kevin Feige feels the Fantastic Four are way too white. It's now said the role of Galactus could be played by Javier Bardem instead of Antonio Banderas. Before getting into the rumors, Pedro Pascal is Latino and white, and Javier Bardem is Spanish, so they're kind of still white. So maybe Feige will be satisfied with them, maybe he won't. The rumor comes from Jeff Snyder, who has some info on the Fantastic Four casting details. According to Snyder, he already knew about Pedro Pascal being cast, but couldn't release the info. He says it wasn't clear if Pascal would be able to do Fantastic Four due to a busy schedule, but now that the strikes are over, Pascal apparently freed up the time for Marvel. Snyder also adds that Pedro Pascal's Fantastic Four concept art already exists, which if true suggests Marvel is quickly moving forward with the actor in the role. It's also said that Sue Storm is the clear lead of the film. Here's what people think of Silver Surfer being a woman in the new Fantastic Four movie. My favorite comment, so they're putting a chick in it and making her gay? Shiny silver boobs though. Girl Silver Surfer will suddenly need to be fully clothed in an extremely androgynous suit of generic space armor, body type B. The lack of hair will be emphasized, bald-headed chick guaranteed. New role for Jada Pinkett Smith incoming. Oh, a diverse woman of the colored persuasion, you say? How could we refuse? Cast someone who's either a Victoria's Secret model or Playboy bunny, or even better, cast an adult entertainment actress. Going by Victoria's Secret last campaign, it'll be pretty similar to what we're seeing. Then adult entertainment actress it shall be. But it's Marvel, so Silver Amy Schumer you shall get. I don't think the surfboard could take it. Snoozecoin says it's gonna be Lizzo. Do they have enough pixels for that? Even 8K isn't enough pixels for that. If Marvel really does go through with this and does a gender swap for Silver Surfer into a female character, it will be an enormous mistake. They do have continuity to think about. They can't just make a change like that and then all of a sudden change it back if it's received badly. They should be talking to the fan community. They should be interacting with people, trying to understand what people are looking for. They do have a lot of new female superheroes. They just introduced a bunch in a big way to the world with the Marvels. They saw what the response was to that. It was a massive, massive disaster. So taking successful male characters and iconic male characters and portraying them as female characters and then basically being stuck with that doesn't really make much sense. The portrayal of Silver Surfer in the Fantastic Four movies from Fox was fine. It was compelling. It was interesting. I saw it and thought to myself, wow, this could be like a great separate spin-off character. They could make a fortune. Of course, let's be realistic. They aren't introducing anything that's being received well. Venom did very well for Sony. Of course, Spider-Man is massive for Sony, but Venom, it's amazing how well that character did. They really need to stick with what the fans respond to and are interested in. Stan Lee has said one of his favorite characters was the Silver Surfer. They should be dealing with the Silver Surfer with very, very careful gloves, the same way they should do with Spider-Man and really all of the Marvel characters. The Silver Surfer was a very important character to Stan Lee, and when they deal with translating the Silver Surfer to the MCU, they really should stay as close to what Stan Lee intended as possible. And if they don't, they're risking another Captain Marvel-size backlash. Let me know what you think of all this in the comments below. Always love to see your ideas. Please be sure you are subscribed to the channel. Click the bell for notifications, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you again soon with another video. And if I don't see you, I will miss you.